For as clear as Drew made it that he was not happy to have me back, it was nothing in comparison to the noise generated about me by the constant thorn in my side, Seth.
Enjoy the show.
Much like Drew, Rollins had a bit of a tantrum when I walked through that curtain at Survivor Series after nearly 10 years away from WWE. I knew we were on a collision course. After Hell in a Cell, I took a little time to heal. Once I felt good, a special request from Paul Heyman led me to joining the OG Bloodline at Survivor Series to help Roman Reigns in his quest to dismantle the new Bloodline. Once that was settled, I focused solely on Seth. We were set to battle at the first Raw of 2025, and after waiting a decade for this opportunity, I certainly wasn't gonna let anything go wrong. So let's go back to January 2025, the start of a new era, and beat Seth Rollins in front of the entire world.
Freaking Rollins as motivated as we've ever seen him. This is personal.
The people are singing Rollins' song. This is Rollins' battle cry as he heads to war with CM Punk. From Davenport, Iowa, weighing in at 225 pounds, Seth freaking Rollins!
Ladies and gentlemen, over 20 years ago, Seth Rollins got in a car and drove from Iowa to the East Coast to try out for CM Punk's training school. He redefined himself in his craft. Rollins and Punk would reunite briefly in NXT, and then the Shield would become mercenaries for Punk. And Punk would leave WWE for personal and professional reasons. Talk negatively about WWE, while Rollins carried WWE on his back for a decade. CM Punk would return to WWE 14 months ago to huge fanfare, the support of the fans and many in the back, and that didn't sit well with Seth Rollins. There was no way that Rollins was going to welcome Punk back, and it's led to this tonight. Seth freaking Rollins versus a man who has become his arch nemesis, CM Punk.
And this capacity crowd just exploded. They know exactly what time it is. From Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 218 pounds, CM Punk!
And this is CM Punk's first singles match since October, since that brutal Hell in a Cell match against Drew McIntyre. It's Punk's first match on Monday Night Raw, period, since 2014.
Seth Rollins prides himself on being the absolute workhorse of WWE. You have to imagine he sees that as a point in his favor here, a clear advantage he has over Punk.
CM Punk and Seth Rollins, two men who are completely beloved by the WWE Universe for their incredible talent, their work ethic, and their passion and drive.
But as similar as they are in those respects, where they have diverged has become a point of contention between both of them, which has brought us to this point in the main event of a historic Monday Night Raw.
Survivor Series 2023. The utter dismay on the face of Rollins when CM Punk returned, when hell froze over. These emotions have been building up inside Seth Rollins for the last 14 months.
Seth Rollins says he's fighting for this company, says he couldn't believe that CM Punk verbally tried to tear this place down over the 10 years that he was gone, only to be embraced the way he was when he returned.
Tonight, Rollins intends on extracting this demon from his soul and WWE altogether.
If Seth freaking Rollins wants to finally earn a high-profile victory over CM Punk, he's going to have to do everything in his power to resist Punk's mind games.
Well, I agree with that sentiment, Wade, but come on. Let's not pretend that Punk's immune to the psychological attacks the Architect is capable of.
Indeed, guys, Rollins and Punk are two masters at getting under the skin of their opponents. The big question is, who can execute on their plans first?
Punk now locks in that double underhook. Hoisted up. Butterfly backbreaker. Boom. Oof. Ricocheting off the turnbuckle. Certainly felt all of that.
This rivalry has been brewing for years and escalating for months. Rollins was seething upon Punk's return at Survivor Series 2023, remembering the years that Punk spent disparaging WWE.
And the tension.
Risking it all
Goes
here.
back into the ring here. Crash and burn.
Took that high risk, but just got a whole lot of nothing for it.
Plus landed awkwardly. Could be seriously injured now. There goes Rollins, kicked out of the ring. Sky high. You gotta be kidding me.
That was absolute lunacy.
Landing with such force.
Oh, what an axe handle.
And Punk is really putting the pressure on.
Yeah, now Punk's got Rollins in as vulnerable position as we've ever seen him.
Oh, great wherewithal there. Amazing action so far in the main event of an historic episode of Monday Night Raw. We've seen so many unforgettable moments tonight as the show makes its debut on the biggest streaming service in the world.
And I can think of no matchup more worthy of this show's main event than two generational talents in the form of CM Punk and Seth freaking Rollins.
Given the major stakes in this match and the high-profile nature of this event, I expect a lot of leeway from the official in this match. Nobody wants to see this one end in a count-out or disqualification.
Loving blow. Pinpointing the leg in the corner. Gentlemen, here's an astonishing fact. This is CM Punk's first match on Raw in almost 11 years.
The last time Punk competed on WWE's flagship show, it was a week before the 2014 Royal Rumble. And in a little more than 4 weeks, both men will take part in the 2025 Royal Rumble with the aim to earn a main event spot at WrestleMania 41.
I'd say either of these men has a good chance at claiming a main event spot at WrestleMania if...
Cover, oh, come on. Blatantly
Steal
cheating.
this one.
Clearly going to take a lot more to keep this superstar down for the count. Literally.
Delivers the sling blade.
Punk famously said the night after he returned to WWE, quote, "I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to make money." He said he doesn't care what others think of him anymore, and he's proven it true thus far.
That may be true.
Here's the pin attempt. Got it. No, just a two.
What will it take to end this? Because clearly that... Rollins perhaps going in for the ghost for the stomp. Denied. RKO out of nowhere.
Oh. Going straight to the top turnbuckle.
Take off. Good Lord, taking flight. The 1-2 punch of high risk, high reward. CM Punk, a familiar look on his face. Seth Rollins. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep. Will that sew this up for Punk?
Set straight into the barricade.
Into the unforgiving barricade.
What a counter by Rollins.
Oh.
Spin kick to the midsection. Goes under the ropes and into the ring. Kick to the stomach.
Punk looking to impose his will on his opponent, and a double underhook backbreaker.
Oh, a kick! Wow! Seth Rollins just getting dismantled.
And CM Punk is keeping the pressure on, completely taking it to Rollins here. Kicking all the wind out right there.
Working on the arm.
Bam!
Launched right out of the ring. Incoming! Through the air. It connects!
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there.
Oh, a rough landing right.
Entering the crowd, this could get out of control. Traveling into the crowd now.
Have to be mindful of the count, though.
Taking this fight into the whole WWE Universe.
Let's hope everyone gives them enough room out there. Tonight we are truly witnessing WWE history in the making. A match nobody will ever forget.
And Punk making his way back to the ring. Guys, this might actually end in a countout. Making his way to the top here. Heading out to the crowd and back to the ringside area. And CM Punk to Rollins off the crossbody. Rollins, though, able to roll through.
Just amazing power and timing from Seth Rollins. We've seen it throughout his career. And now, catching CM Punk with a GTS. Punk rather fortuitously rolling all the way to the outside to safety. Although in hot pursuit now, Seth Rollins.
And Rollins limping around the ring, favoring his leg. And now just mocking and having his way with Punk.
Rollins has waited for this moment for far, far too long. This victory is going to be one of the sweet... Wait a minute!
Oh my goodness, cover! Isn't enough and a kick out!
While catching Seth Rollins with his own stomp. And coming within a millisecond of victory here.
And Punk not done yet. Pounding away on Rollins. Frustration setting in.
I mean, years of bad blood and verbal jousts between these two are about to come to a head.
Seth able to counter GTS, looking to deliver one of his own.
Oh, and he connected.
And Punk kicks out. Rollins lining it up. Here it comes. Stop.
Punk's got a problem here.
Shoulders are down. He manages to kick out. What strength.
There is that legendary fighting spirit of Punk on full display.
What a battle Rollins has waged so far, but he's not finished yet.
He has hold of Punk. Maybe looking for a powerbomb here. Crushing impact on the neck. Seth Rollins just goading his opponent.
put in the corner now. Punk goes to the jaw with a stiff shove that creates separation. Maybe get something else going.
Here you go.
That patented high-impact offense from the visionary. Punk's completely rattled now.
The energy in here is palpable. Something truly special is unfolding before our eyes.
What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this.
The go sleep GTS from Punk.
Is it the finishing touch? Punk knee. Opponent lifted up. Jaw. Meet knee. Gotta sleep. And if that doesn't finally get the job done, then I don't know what will.
Punk wins. Punk beats Rollins.
Here is your winner, Punk!
What a fight, what a night, and what a win. CM Punk once again showing why he is indeed the best in the world.
This truly was a battle between two men at the absolute top of the mountain when it comes to professional wrestling. This really could have gone either way a number of times, but in the end, Punk had Rollins' number.
Yeah, but don't think this is over for Rollins. If anything, this result is only going to enrage him even more, set him off even more on his self-imposed crusade against CM Punk.